Welcome to the following presentation of Minor League Esports on the MLE Network.
Hello everybody and welcome to Minor League Esports presented by APM Music. My name is Bass from the past and joined with me today is the real Mo Bags. Mo, welcome to the booth, my friend. How are you doing on this fine evening?
Hey, I'm doing all right. I'm excited. We are in week 1 of MLE. It seems like it has been forever since we've had an opportunity to watch some Rocket League action from the minor league, and I gotta say, I'm just excited. I'm happy to be here. It's week 1. We don't know anything about any of these players or any of these teams going into it. So really everything that we're going to be seeing today is just uncharted territory, new to all of us. So we get a chance to see who's going to be stepping out with their good foot forward and who is going to have to sort of regroup and come back with something else as we get into this. We've got the Blizzard versus the Hawks.
Yes, indeed. This first week is going to be extremely telling for so many different teams, and it's been an interesting day so far, full of, I would say, some one-sided games, but we have a chance here for the teams to really keep this one close, and we're going to have to find out whether or not that is going to happen. It is going to be an incredibly tense match, and what a great way to start off this MLE season. I'm incredibly excited to do this with you, Mo, and to be honest, beyond anything else, I just am ready for these ones to get underway. There's no telling what's going to happen because, as you said, week number 1, there are no stats backing up any of this. It's a brand new season with some brand new stuff, and like we said, we're just kind of making sure everybody's in the lobby, making sure that everything is all set to go. But, Mo, any expectations for this very first match? Do you think it's going to be a little bit more passive because we are at the beginning of the season, a little bit more aggressive, or what do you think the vibe is going to be like for tonight's games?
So I can't really say for sure. I definitely think if you are looking to get your season started off in the best way that you can, you're going to be going out guns blazing. You're going to sort of put to the side those first game jitters, and you are just going to be sort of putting it all out on the line in the first week. Looking over at the power rankings that we got earlier in the week, we have the Hawks sitting at 20th in the power rankings, and then a little bit further down we've got the Blizzard sitting at 28, and this is for the Master League. So really both of these teams are sort of flying under the radar at the moment, and they are going to be looking to sort of put out a statement. They might not be that, whatever the outcome is, it might not be enough to put them into the top 10 or anything like that, but it's definitely going to be sort of starting to chip away at that sort of mountain to climb to sort of get the recognition from the league, from the power ranking committee. And I think that's what you want to do. You want to go out and you want to go out fast and strong.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things here is making sure you don't have those on-stream jitters that are going to make some teams a little bit more nervous. It happens every once in a while, and it definitely is going to happen here in week number 1, but if you can get over that obstacle, if you can really try and have the strongest start possible, I think that a team can really impress and definitely take some a couple of ranks in the power rankings, as you said. The biggest thing here is going to making sure that you have confidence in yourself. A lot of teams, when they start to get down on themselves, when they start to not play as well, all of a sudden these mistakes start to compile on each other, and it becomes a little bit more aggressive. So, as game number 1 is just about to start, we're going to have to see whether or not these teams are ready to get this one underway and are able to play for the full 5 matches to the best of their ability. Mo, I think they just might be able to, but this is going to be a spicy first match.
We're going to get this one going right now as the kickoff is underway. Hawks with the advantage, but it's going to go straight to the Blizzards. Good job, Joe Bowman, taking this one to the corner, getting a pass over to Faceless Turtle, but this one going to end up in the hands of Vandy as he looks to clear this one out of the corner. Hawks getting it down to the other side, but not for long as we get an opportunity coming from good Joe Bowman. I don't know if I'm going to be able to say that name for the entire match, but he puts that one on, but is right in front of the net. This is going to be free for the Hawks, and they've got their first goal less than 30 seconds off of the clock.
Really good aggression already from the Hawks here. Great challenge in the corner here, and immediately Benjamin afterwards to clean it up. A good start already for the Hawks, and the Blizzards have got to be careful at this point. They're playing a little bit too passively, and I will say the rotations, 2 of them committing in the corner like that, not really going to bode well, but it's only about 30 seconds into this game, so plenty of time for adjustments to be made, and we mentioned this before the cast even started. That's something they're going to have to do. The adaptations, the ability to stay resilient throughout these 5 games is going to be absolutely crucial to either team.
Yeah, and I think really the player to look out for here is Benjamin. Benjamin, I believe, was an Academy League last season, so massive improvements coming from him to make it all the way up to Master League. Let's see how he's able to keep up and adapt. He's already got 1 shot, 1 goal to his name, so off to a good start. We'll see if he can keep up that performance as this series and as this match continues on.
Yeah, we're going to have to find out whether or not they can live up to the expectation. Again, that kind of goes back to the nerves. If you know a player is going to play to that level and there's a lot of eyes on them, they've got to make sure that they play very, very carefully. And oh, I thought that they might just get punished for playing a little bit sloppy, but no, the 2 50s in a row are not going to result in a goal here. The Blizzard with a huge opportunity to try and even out the scoreline, but not quite able to do so. They'll keep the pressure here at the midfield, but so far, Mo, this has been a good response from the Blizzard. They saw the 1 goal from the Hawks, and they are determined to not let this lead grow any further.
Yeah, since that first goal went in, and I was, almost getting that one put in and making me eat my words that I hadn't even said yet. The Hawks nearly put that one in, but the Blizzard, since they've been scored on, have had really good pressure. They've been putting on shot after shot. They've already got 3 to their name, as this one's going to go in nearly off of the crossbar, not quite in. Blizzard gonna regroup and try to get this one out once again. Good job, Bowman, trying to make something happen. Not a lot of boost in the tank. Isn't gonna find that flip reset, and now Faceless Turtle gonna take over, looking for a ground pitch maybe. No, Benjamin's gonna clean that one up and put it away. This one's wide open here for Vandy. Can he put it away? No, it's not good enough. Bowman able to get in front of that one, keep it out. Faceless Turtle making 1 fancy dribble past a player, but not past 2, as Benjamin gonna find this touch. Faceless Turtle there to put it back away. It's on the back wall. Vandy finding the clear out, but not to midfield, as good job Bowman keeping that one in. It's good job Owen. I just realized I've been saying it wrong this whole time. Anyway, Vandy putting a shot on net. Bowman or Owen having to make the save there. Not going to happen, as this ball sort of just bouncing around in neutral territory. No one really getting super great opportunities. We saw one about a minute ago, but it has been nothing ever since, as somebody tries to get something going. Nothing happening quite yet.
Yeah, a little bit of a stalemate between the 2 teams, but that's sort of going to show how even these 2 squads are going to be. And, okay, well, maybe shouldn't have said it at that exact moment. Clear as day, an opportunity comes in the corner here, and with no defenders back, Faceless Turtle will open up the scoreline for the Blizzard.
Yeah, great awareness from Faceless Turtles there. Just see the ball go right over his head, cherry-picked that goal, and that is going to be a tie game here for the Blizzard. They had a lot of time left to do it, but they get it with about 2 minutes left now, 1.5 minutes left on this clock. This is anyone's game, and we sort of said that at the beginning, and it's turning out to be true. No team seemingly having an advantage quite yet, as Vandy looking to get this one going. Nearly missed there by Turtles, but he's able to get the clear over Benjamin's head, having to make a jumping stop to put the end of the pressure, but it's not going to be good enough, as the flip reset coming from Owen. That one's going to be on target, and in the flip reset goal goes home. Blizzard have the lead.
Oh, this is just unfortunate for the Hawks here. They see him going up, they see the reset, but they just stand there frozen. You've got to cut down that angle. If you see a player like that going up into the air, you have to make sure that you cut down as many options as possible and try and not give them the space. A crucial error here for the Hawks, and now they need a quick response. With only about a minute left, they've got to try and get this aggression up, put some pressure on their opponents, and really give them a run for their money here. You've got enough time to even this one out, but you need to keep this pressure on. Getting pushed into your back half like this on repeat is really not going to do you any favors.
Yeah, some boost in the tank here for Benjamin. Can't get it past Owen, and Vandy gonna try to catch this one. Looking to dribble it around Faceless Turtle, though, taking all of your advice to heart. An early challenge puts a stop to that. They just want to keep this lead. They want to maintain it because they know the Hawks can be dangerous. They haven't been dangerous so far after their first goal, but anything can happen still here as we get down to the remaining 20 seconds. Hawks need to get something going, and it has to go now. Owen, though, gonna stop that one. Hawks pushed up really far, not gonna find the touch there. We're gonna have a good opportunity here for the Blizzard to put it away. Nail in the coffin, will it be? Benjamin needs to make this save. It's on the goal line, not going in, still up in the air. Are they gonna be able to get this one down and around? No, they are not. Blizzard seemingly steal game one after getting a goal scored on them first. That is good mental resilience on their side, and they take game one.
Yeah, absolutely. They really played that one very tough throughout the entirety of the 5 minutes, and the Hawks did as well. The unfortunate truth, though, for the Hawks was there's a little bit of miscoordination between the two of them, and it was a little odd to see once they got into the back half. On offense, they had a really good flow, and I think they worked well as a two-man duo, but when it came time for them to try and play well as a duo on the back half, they kind of got in each other's way in a couple too many occasions. If they want to make sure that they have a solid defense that can transition into a solid offense as well, they need to make sure that they're communicating with each other clearly. They can't afford the double commits that they were having in that game. So Hawks played a really good game, but I think if they are able to just change up the rotations a tad, there's a really good chance they can try and take it to the Blizzard in game number 2.
Yeah, definitely those double commits on their end were killer. If they can eliminate those, communicate a little bit better, like you said, this is going to take this game and this series to the next level. The Hawks are definitely capable. It's just a matter of putting it into practice and doing it. And we're going to see if they're able to sort of respond here in this second game as we move over to Neo Tokyo for game 2. We're going to get right into this one shortly. I'm just going to remind the players that they can join here, and we're going to get into it. I really want to see the Hawks sort of start how they started the last one, and we'll see if they're able to do it. If they can get that quick start that they had before, they just have to maintain it. They have to keep up the pressure, and they have to keep up the speedy rotations. But Blizzard looking to get this one started early. Benjamin clears that one from the back wall. Vandy waiting back is going to try to get this one. Owen's still up on this ball. Not going to find a touch to the net, but that's going to be a shot on target. Vandy having to make a desperate low boost save there. Able to find it. Finds a demo, but not the ball as the Hawks trying to get this one going. Pass out to Vandy's going to be cut off from Turtle. This one slowly toward the net. Owen easily able to stop that one, and ooh, gets a good save off of a good shot from Benjamin. Hawks looking like the aggressive team right now, and that one's going to be in early once again for the Hawks, taking the early lead. 4:20 left on the clock.
A very aggressive start already for the Hawks, and I like the change up from game number 1. The Blizzard look a little bit shell-shocked right now. They're not exactly sure what just happened. All of a sudden, the aggression comes out. It's shot after shot after shot, and they're sitting there just enduring the onslaught of aggression. At this point, they've got to try and break out of their half and give themselves some momentum. They look incredibly timid. Ooh, a good challenge from Faceless, though. Might open up some space. Owen's up for this one, and the shot is on target. The Blizzard with a very quick response.
Yeah, so really it seems like the Blizzard just needs some adversity before they really get going, because man, oh man, that is the perfect response to getting scored on, especially early. To put another one in right away just takes all of the momentum away from your opponents, and now the Hawks have to get something going. They haven't been able to put 2 goals in on a game so far. Granted, we're only 1 game in, but ooh, that's a good shot and a tough save coming from the Hawks, as both of them were up for that. Now they have to get this one cleared out past Owen. Are they going to be able to do it? Vandy taking this one nice and slow. Not a lot of boost to his name, so he couldn't make a very dynamic play there. Benjamin collects the full boost, pops this one up high. Faceless Turtle meeting this one at midfield. Owen going to take over, though. He's got the dribble. Not going to find the flick as Vandy gonna challenge that one early, gets this one off. A little bit of a mind game coming from Vandy. He's gonna put that one top shelf and put the Hawks in the lead.
Hawks with another good response here. The mind games, like you said, fakes out on the initial shot. Faceless just kind of has to stand there and wait for the shot to eventually come. Unfortunately, just another awkward position. But again, this just goes back to show you these two teams are extremely even right now. All of these games could go either way. As it stands right now, the Hawks do have a bit of a lead, and well, they might be able to increase it here. Benjamin wants the flip reset, but can't quite get it. Another huge opportunity for the Hawks, but they're not quite done with offense yet. Mo, this has been a very tense back and forth, but one of the biggest adjustments we've seen in this game, which has been major, has been the midfield presence getting in the way before a counter attack begins to develop. That time not quite able to get entirely in the way, but I'm liking the changes we're seeing from game number 1. It's a lot more methodical right now, and the caliber of goals we're seeing scored are a whole lot better, including the 50-50s on the line. The Hawks going to take a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, that all sort of stemmed from the bad challenge coming from Faceless Turtles, just not finding the touch on the slow air dribble. You have to find those touches, because if you don't, you're going to end up like Faceless Turtle all the way on the other side of the pitch, not able to get in front of that one, not able to find the touch. And the Hawks extend their lead here, looking extra comfy. Blizzard now seeming like they're in a bit of trouble here, unable to find any momentum so far, but good job. Owen gonna look to make a stop to that, but he's gonna put that one right off the crossbar. And now the Hawks are on the other side. Faceless Turtle finding one demo. Vandy not gonna find the touch to put a little bit of pressure here on the Blizzard. Ooh, that's not the ideal touch here for Faceless Turtles, as he was getting something going, but not quite. Benjamin with the air dribble, not going to find it in, but it's open for Vandy. Oh, Vandy doesn't find the touch. Blizzard back the other way. Not a lot of boost to their names after making those stops. And man, oh man, the scoreline stays the same, but the Blizzard and the Hawks nearly finding some goals on their last few chances. As good job, Owen. Ooh, nearly gets that one. Faceless Turtle able to clean it up, get them back within one. Man, oh man, Owen's got some mechanics to his name.
Oh my word, the flip reset pass, absolutely perfect here, and this is something we had harped upon in game number 1, and it still rings true here in game number 2. You cannot be giving your opponents that much space in the air at this rank. If you do so, you are just asking to be scored upon. They need to get someone in their face and try and interrupt that. Speaking of which, Faceless Turtle going to challenge early. Leaves Owen by themselves, but I do like the recovery. The question is, can they hold on? No, indeed not. The early challenge, it was a smart idea by Faceless, but without any contact, the Hawks are now up by 2.
Yeah, Benjamin again making a really good play there, just sort of slow playing the ball as he marches toward the net, able to make one defender miss and then puts the other one in a terribly awkward position. Hawks now extending their lead once again, but oh my goodness, good job Owen with the pre-jump of a lifetime, nearly finding the back of the net. That would have been absolutely insane, as we see Faceless Turtle getting bumped off of the wall. What is happening in this game? The mechanics that we're seeing from these players go well beyond a grand champ level, I would say, as we are nearly getting some play of the week-esque goals happening. The mechanics are coming out as these players are starting to settle into this match.
Yeah, they're starting to settle in, but we're starting to see a couple of issues with everything that the Blizzard are doing right now. The Blizzard are itching for that third goal. They've taken so many shots on net and played so aggressive that they are trying to push everything for that third goal. They're overcommitting. They're making some double commits, and while they haven't been punished so far, they need to be careful. 40 seconds is definitely enough time to make 2 goals, but it's not enough to make 3. They have to play carefully, because a shot like that could ring home at any time and seal this game number 2.
Yeah, just Benjamin always takes the most amount of time that he can, and he's able to catch both Blizzard players directly in front of that shot. I'll have you know, unable to make a move because it was just so close. He got that ball so close to them that they're unable to react, and now a seemingly insurmountable amount of goals need to be scored. Only 20 seconds remain. Blizzard need to put all of these in. That's a good start. That gives them just a bit of a chance. They can get 2 goals in this amount of time, but it is going to be very, very tough for them to do that. I don't know if it is possible.
I mean, to be honest, they need 2 perfect kickoffs in a row. This next kickoff is going to be incredibly influential. Let's see if it goes in their favor. Not quite. Benjamin misses the ball. There's a huge chance here. Vandy on their back heel. But is anyone going to challenge? Blizzard coming very, very late there. Owen does find the 50 and finds the goal. Some patience will be rewarded here as the Blizzard are back within 1.
So you're telling me there's a chance? They've got 9 seconds left. Can they do it? This would be absolutely incredible and almost expected at this point from what we've seen from the Blizzard thus far. That's another good kickoff. That's another good 50. They've got the opportunity. Can they get the pass up? It is still up in the air. Benjamin has to find this touch and this clear. Both Blizzard players right on the ball. Ooh, it touches the ground and the dream, the hope is over. Blizzard unable to find the 0-second goal, but man, oh man, was it close.
Oh, they were so incredibly close. I like the turnaround we started to see out of the Blizzard where they were really getting in the Hawks' face. And it's something we hadn't really harped upon throughout this entire series was the ability to be a bit of a nuisance, a bit of an annoyance to the other team. And that's what Blizzard were doing exactly there. They were challenging everything, making sure that the Hawks could not develop a greater play. And to be honest, that's looking like their key to victory right now. The only time the Hawks ever looked vulnerable was when the pressure was on and the Blizzard really forced them into some awkward positions. Otherwise, the Blizzard didn't really look all that impressive when it came to their defense. If they were hesitating for even a second, the Hawks would take advantage of that and really punish them. So Blizzard in game number 3. Now that the series is tied, you want to try and get that momentum back in your favor. Best way to do so, start rushing your opponents, keep them uncomfortable, keep them on their back heel, and you have a great shot at taking the lead in the series.
Yeah, and I really say my sort of takeaway thus far is that both teams have really had streaks of pressure. It's not really ever been one team taking complete control of a game. It's really been one team is in the driver's seat and then right away, right after, the other team sort of is able to sort of jump on top of them, take advantage of the game, and take the lead. We've seen the Hawks sort of start that in the first game. They were aggressive right off the bat, but then fell to the Blizzard. And then again, they were able to step out in front, fell behind, went back in front. I don't know what's going to happen. This series is so close so far as we see. Good job, Owen, trying to get something going right off the bat, but it's not going to find the back of the net. Faceless Turtle going to find the catch here. And Benjamin gets a very interesting looking clear out of there. Vandy looking to put this one down the field and does. Faceless Turtle tries to get it clear. Benjamin's going to meet that one before it gets to the midway. Vandy, good little setup for himself here off the ceiling. No boost left to his name. Not going to be able to finish that one off. And that is back down to the Hawks. Benjamin going to try to get something going. The air dribble, though. Ooh, is going to get past Faceless Turtle. Now looking to get a pass over to Vandy. Vandy open for the shot. Not going to be able to find it. The pressure on the defense a little bit too heavy for him as that one's going to go straight over to Owen. And this one finally going to get cleared here for the Blizzard. Blizzard putting that one in early. Good job, Owen. Able to put that one away. And now the Blizzard scoring first in the match for a change.
Yeah, Blizzard with a really good start. Unfortunately for the Hawks, it was just a little bit too awkward there on the back half. They've got to be very careful. Again, we've mentioned this before. Double commitments have been such a huge issue for both halves of the pitch here. If they're going to make those commitments and make those cheats where they just kind of throw off rotation, call it out to your teammate. Make sure that they know that. If they are not quite able to do so, it's going to be a very, very difficult thing to try and recover from. So we're going to have to see. For right now, these two teams are playing with a couple of minor errors that haven't necessarily been punished, but they need to make sure that they can try and keep that pressure up and try and keep that precision while playing aggressive. If they make too many mistakes, one team's going to start to pull ahead, and as it stands right now, it might just be the Blizzard. They're up 1-0 and have a lot of offensive pressure here. Benjamin's touch in the center is also not that precise, but no 50 will arrive. Huge opportunity for the Blizzard to keep that pressure up, but now a giant chance for the Hawks on the other end.
Ooh, Vandy nearly got that one past the Hawk, or rather the Blizzard defender. Not going to find that one as Faceless Turtle puts this one up and high over the crossbar. And another one right off that back wall. Super awkward here to stop Benjamin able to make that save, though, and looks to get something going the other way. This one's going to be sent down the other way, gets the flip reset, gets the 50-50, and that one's going to be top corner. How did that go in?
I'm not exactly sure. It was a really nice shot here, but I honestly thought that Faceless got in the way. The 50-50 just going perfectly. And, well, again, this kind of goes back to what we were saying before. Stop giving people time in the air. If you do so, you were just asking to get punished. And, yes, I appreciate the late challenge, but they needed to be up way earlier before that and give time for their teammate to back them up in case the pop like that does occur. It's unfortunately the same sort of issues on repeat here for both teams. And question is which squad is going to come out on top and make the adjustments first. It's looking like it might just be the Blizzards. Again, the Hawks overly aggressive, and they will be punished once again.
Yeah, Hawks seemingly asleep at the wheel on this one. That one's going to go just easily in. Not a very strong clear, but good enough to put the Blizzard back on top in this game. And that is a goal that you cannot give up at this level with the amount of mechanical ability, with the amount of chances that you've had, and the amount of defense we've seen being played so far. Giving up a goal like that is going to be very detrimental, as this one is careening slowly down. Benjamin able to find that clear out. Vandy trying to get this one cleared out. Benjamin, though, going to give it a little bit of a helping hand down, but not out or past any of the defenders, as the Blizzard right on attack, right away, right again, and the Hawks need to get something going here. Good job, Owen, though, going to be able to put a stop to that. Gets past one defender, not past Benjamin. Not a lot of boost to his name. Looking to get something over to his teammate, not going to be the case. Doesn't find the boost on the respawn and now has to retreat as the Hawks look to get something going. Vandy trying to get this one on target. It is, but very weak and easily cleared. Good job, Owen, with the cuxer pinch. I didn't think that one was going to go in. Didn't look fast enough, but man, oh man, all the way down the field. Blizzard, rather, up 2.
Oh my word, I saw that developing and thought there is no way that they're going to give him the time and space, but again they do. This is something we have seen many a times today, and I think it will continue. Giving space to players like this and trying to cut rotations in order to try and fill those gaps is just not working. They need to play a little bit more steady. That was a great cuxer. I don't want to take anything away from it, but they've got to be careful. That cannot be a type of play to continually go in. With a minute 15 left, we're going to wonder whether or not these long shots are going to become a trend. Speaking of which, another one, and Owen will find the back of the net one more time. Mo, this is becoming an issue for the Hawks right now. They're getting scored cross-court on repeat.
Yeah, and really, Benjamin is there, just needs to make that turn a little bit earlier. If he's able to get that turn, this is a different outcome on that 50-50. He's able to get out in front of that ball, but man, oh man, the Blizzard are taking full advantage of every mistake that the Hawks are making, and it is paying off in dividends, as now finally the Blizzard getting a nice little easy walk-in goal of their own. Benjamin's going to clear that one down from all the way across the field. Door is open for a comeback, but it's going to be awfully tough here for the Blizzard. Based on what we've seen thus far, they've had 2 shots on goal the whole time. Both of them have gone in, but man, oh man, when the Blizzard are putting up 10 shots against you, that is going to be a tough comeback.
Yeah, it's really not going to be that easy. It's been this, we said the entire series so far, this had been pretty much back and forth. This is the first game, and as they score again, that the Blizzard really feel in control at 11 shots and 5 goals. As much as the Hawks have had a couple of good responses, this one's a bit too far.
Man, when it rains, it pours. That 50-50 was absolutely ridiculous. Top corner down. You can't place the ball any better than that if you tried. And man, oh man, it doesn't even look like the Blizzard are trying at this point. Just everything falling their way. Hawks can't find the momentum that they've had in the last few games to keep these games close. But man, oh man, Benjamin putting another one in. This is still... they still have a chance. They're still in it despite what the scoreline says. That is, again, that's okay. Their 4th shot now. They missed one. I don't know what's going on with the Hawks, but they seemingly can't miss. They just have to shoot.
I mean, they just have to get that offensive pressure and stop committing early here. Another huge opportunity. The Blizzard do not punish there, but they're playing a bit too aggressive. Like you said, once they take a shot, it's been shown that they can take really lethal shots, so maybe play a bit more patiently, wait for the mistakes out of your opponents, and then punish, because if you keep rushing shots, there's not going to be much benefit. Finally, Benjamin, with time and space, what can they do here? Goes for the breezy, but not quite able to do so. I appreciate the flair, but I think at a certain point, it might be a little more necessary to just try and keep the games close, because the Blizzard will walk away 5-3. The victors here, and they bring themselves within 1 in series score.
Yeah, and Benjamin wants a rematch. We have just a thing coming up. It is a thing called Game 4. We're going to get into this one, but yeah, like you said, the Hawks maybe not for the entirety of the sort of last portion of that match, but definitely maybe going for some things that are maybe a little bit more flashy instead of effective. Both teams really have been putting on really flashy goals, and we love to see it as a caster, but when it pertains to your series hopes, the chances that you're going to be able to score, maybe going for the more simple goals is the way to go. Will it make the game a little bit more boring? Maybe, but it gives the Hawks a better chance of winning, I think, if they are going for the simple shots, if they're going for the simple goals. It's hard to say one way or the other, I think.
I mean, yes, there's two different factors here. There's the ability to sort of shock your opponents, and the minute that they do get scored on, they kind of go, how on earth did that happen? Maybe we should reconsider. But then there's the other side of it of where, at a certain point, the fundamentals are the fundamentals for a reason. They're good, they are reliable, and they are what you should be focusing on when you're playing a game of Rocket League at this level. So right now, that's what we need to see. The turnaround of the Hawks has got to be that, hey, the Blizzard are starting to make adjustments. They're starting to recognize where we are weak. If we continue to sort of double down upon that weakness, it's going to do us no good. So in game number 4 here, the momentum is definitely in favor of the Blizzards. The Hawks have got a chance to try and shut that down. Let's see what they can do with 5 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, 5 minutes on the clock, and really they've had opportunities as this one's going to go, just a little bit too fast there for the Blizzard. Faceless Turtle can't make that stop, and Benjamin going to open up the scoring. Is this the Hawks scoring first in a game yet again?
One more time, but the question is whether or not the results are going to be the same as games 1 and 2 or game 3 instead. It's definitely one of these things where, again, we're seeing a little bit of vulnerability. No matter what level you are at, teams are always going to make minor mistakes, and a little bit of a circle around midfield out of Owen left them vulnerable. Ooh. Oh, my word, and speaking of vulnerable, Owen can't get the touch on the backboard, but guess who can? Vandy gonna read this one perfectly.
Wow, I don't know what possesses somebody to make that read, but man, oh man, am I glad that he did. Vandy putting that way in dramatic fashion. Blizzard can't seem to find any touch that they need at this moment, as we saw the one missed save in the beginning and now the missed touch on the back wall leading to that fantastic goal from Vandy. Hawks off to an early and hot start. Let's see if they can keep it up. Let's see if the Blizzard are able to respond.
Just might be able to, but again, we're seeing a lot of high-octane action right now, Mo. I'm not exactly sure whether or not this is going to benefit either team, because mistakes like that are going to be punishing. The Hawks take advantage of the chaos in the corner and find themselves a third goal.
That is quite an angle. That is quite the placement. And that is just quite the shot coming from Benjamin. Man, oh man, what a shot. And the Hawks are off to a fantastic start. Faceless Turtle finally able to get a save on the board here for the Blizzard, put an end to the Hawks onslaught. But here we go yet again. Benjamin putting that one off the back wall, pass to himself, and the Hawks running away with this one. Woo.
I mean, the question is at this point, Mo, and I don't want to put you on the spot quite yet here, but it's only a minute into the game. The Hawks have gone up by 4. It's obviously possible that at this point the Blizzard can try and bring this one back, but to put it simply, this is not going to be very likely. They've got to pull out all the stops, and the first thing they have to do is just get a goal on the board. This could be the one, but no, Benjamin makes a save. Faceless does get the follow-up, though, and finally the Blizzard get a response.
Yeah, seeming like we were about to see some Blizzard heartbreaks in the chat. Not to be. Faceless Turtle able to read the play, get that rebound, and get the Blizzard finally on the board. Almost 1.5 minutes off the clock here. They finally get on, put a little bit of an end to this. But like you were about to say, this is not going to be easy here for the Blizzard. They're going to have to keep this sort of pressure up the entire time. Ooh, if Owen was able to get that read off of the downturn in the wall, that would have been ridiculous. But Benjamin, business as usual here for the Hawks. We haven't seen many flashy plays come from the Hawks, and they are running away with this one, 5-1. Something has to change, and it has to change quickly here for the Blizzard.
Yeah, they've really got to try and turn this one around. At 5-1, they're doing themselves no favors. They got a little bit of momentum, but since then, not really been able to do all that much. 3 minutes on the clock, though, so they can definitely try and turn this one around. But not if they're going to make mistakes like that. Just a little bit of hesitancy in front of the net, and already, again, the Hawks will punish.
Man, oh man, one tiny misread from Owen there, and that leads to yet another goal for the Hawks. And for Benjamin, he is looking to put up a double hat trick. He needs one more goal for that feat, and that is not something easy to do, especially at this level. This one's going to be open in front of the net. Benjamin does just that, gets his 6th goal, sends us to Brazil, and man, oh man, the Blizzard are just all out of sorts right now. Nothing going their way. Still time to turn it around, but oh my goodness, it is going to be tough going forward from here on out.
Every part of me, the audience part of me, wants to keep saying, yes, it's totally doable for them to turn it around, but the caster inside me, the analyst inside of me is saying, I don't think so. Again, the Hawks score an 8th one right now, and I don't think that it's not possible because of the time, but I don't think it's possible because of the way that the Blizzard are playing. The Blizzard need a complete turnaround right now. They are doubling down upon strategies that are not working. It might have worked for you in game number 3, but in game number 4, it is a different game altogether. The Hawks have come back with a completely different rotation. Meanwhile, the Blizzard, like I said, doubling down, doing the exact same things, and not quite understanding the difference they need to make. Another early challenge over aggression, and the Hawks will not punish, but you're starting to see the exact same problems as IMO. There's way too much speed out of the Blizzard and not enough precision.
Yeah, they're definitely sort of learning to run before they can walk type of situation going on here. Just from the get-go, unable to get things going. And the Hawks opened up an early lead. They maintained the pressure. They capitalized on mistakes. This has been really just a perfect game for them. And I really think this sort of is one of the situations where it would be nice to have sort of an FF button in sort of a tournament style match or a private style match where you really just want to sort of get this game over with as soon as you can, reset, go to the next game and try your luck on the next one. We know that the Blizzard are capable, but it just doesn't seem like it's possible at this point for them to make the comeback. 8-1 is such an insurmountable sort of hill to climb. Hawks certainly, I think, have the ability to do so, but man, oh man, the way things have been going for them, it doesn't seem like it's 1 in a million. No way.
Yeah, I don't think so. This one, unfortunately, is just not exactly looking as it's supposed to. There's just not enough time on the clock, and they're not playing to the perfect degree here. And it's one of these things where I feel like the momentum went against them too early in this game for them to make a recovery. Yes, they've let in the same amount of goals in the back 3 minutes as they had the first minute of the game, so they have technically slowed it down. But the Blizzards, at this point, they just aren't quite up to par with what the Hawks are throwing out, and the confidence not being on their side is absolutely not helping them. They'll get a game number 5 to try and reset here and give themselves a little bit of momentum, but Mo, this one has been a bit of a, I'd say a chaotic showing, to put it simply. Blizzard have got to go back to the drawing board and try a new strategy in this 5th game. Otherwise, this one's just going to be completely out of hand once again.
Yeah, if nothing else, you can take away the fact that whatever you're doing in this game is not what you sort of want to put on, or not put on display, but it's not the strategy that you want to go with going forward for the season. So it's at least a learning experience for them, as they're going to get one more goal for the road. Blizzard, like I've already sort of mentioned, they're a good team. We've seen that. We've seen the mechanics, especially from Good Job Owen, able to sort of put on those flip resets, able to sort of find those ceiling reads, able to get just sort of put himself in really good positions. It's a matter of being able to consistently do that against consistency like we have seen from the Hawks. And we're seeing a little bit of a slowdown maybe in the mechanical side of this game as the series has been decided, or the game has been decided for the last 3 minutes. So we're seeing a bit of a slowdown here in this game, but back to the drawing board here for the Blizzard. We know that things can work out for them. It's just a matter of putting that into practice as, man, oh man, that was a really good read there from Benjamin as he puts one more away at 0 seconds.
Yeah, this is just an emphasis on this one, the cherry on top, if you will. And as 0 seconds happens, Hawks will take this game. And they actually even out the scoreline. So I know it was a little bit confusing for the audience here, but the way that this one actually did end up working, Blizzard took the first, Hawks took the second, Blizzard took the third, and now the Hawks take the fourth. So we go into game number 5 at a tied scoreline. The question really is now at this point, and I'll leave this one to you to start off, Mo. Do you think this is one of these cases where the Hawks just have too much momentum and they're going to steamroll again in game number 5, or do you think there's still a little bit of life left in the Blizzard? Can they try and turn this one around here in our final game of the series?
Overconfidence is definitely something to look out for here. The Hawks just sort of, the last 3 minutes of that game were essentially coasting to the victory. In 3 minutes without sort of having that competitive bug in your mind, that could possibly be something that sort of tips the scales a little bit in favor of the Blizzard coming into this last one. I've said it 100 times at this point. The Blizzard are a good team. They can capitalize on mistakes. It's just a matter of doing it. And maybe this could possibly be the thing that gives them the edge. The Hawks haven't had to play Rocket League for the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's been a very different game. I will say one thing that is a little bit different here for the Hawks, something you mentioned at the very beginning of this series. You were saying, hey, pay attention to Benjamin. It's a player that's on the rise, a player that has been playing well. Well, they're starting to play to the utmost expertise at this point. 8 of the 9 goals in the last game with 9 total shots. The fact of the matter was they were the offensive powerhouse that was needed for the Hawks. The question is whether or not the Blizzard can respond here. Game number 5 is indeed underway, and again, it's just more chaos here as bumps explode all over the field. But again, a lot of time on the clock, plenty of patience from both teams. Oh, but maybe too much patience from Benjamin on the line. Starting score going in favor of the Blizzard with a phenomenal flick out of Owen.
Wow, that was a ridiculous flick. Benjamin just seemingly frozen by that shot from the Blizzard. I can't believe that I'm actually able to say that. That was incredible. That was a great flick, great angle, and Blizzard off to a good start. This is exactly what they needed. Not a good clear here coming from Faceless Turtles, but good enough to stop the attack of the Hawks early off of that kickoff. Faceless Turtle going to miss that boost, but Benjamin not going to pick it up as he gets to, almost gets that pass across. Infield pass over to Vandy would have been perfect as that was a 2v1 situation. Blizzard going to come away unscored on as I try to finish my sentence there. Vandy gets this one cleared off to the corner. Blizzard looking pretty good so far. I know it's early, but this is a lot better than we saw from them in the last game.
Yeah, this is definitely a much more even game than it was in the last one. As it stands right now, we've got a good back and forth, and a back and forth that will result in a 1-1 score line as the Hawks connect perfectly in front of the net.
Yeah, just a little, no, you take it, no, you take it, no, you take it. And finally, Benjamin gonna put that one home and away. What a great play. What just sort of great synergy we're seeing from the Hawks for that goal. That was absolutely incredible. I think that was, 5 touches to goal? That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
It's pretty good, and it might just give them the momentum necessary here. Oh, but an early challenge gone awry. Vandy can't quite get the touch, and Faceless will have an open net thanks to the bully job from Owen here. This was great physical play. Just look at Benjamin trying to escape, but cannot get away from the wrath. 2-1, Blizzard take the lead, and this was the game 5 we were hoping for, Mo.
Yeah, Owen as responsible for that goal as Faceless Turtle was, just completely boxing out the Hawks defender. I believe that was Benjamin, just unable to get past that body block as he was trying to get back for that save. I think he would have gotten there in time, so I think equal credit to Owen on that one as this game is underway. It is definitely looking a lot more like game 1 or game 2 rather than game 4. And I could not be any happier as Blizzard looking to get something going again, but a great save coming from Vandy, able to stop that sure goal, but can't find a touch. He's got low boost, able to get a good enough 50 there with Faceless Turtles. Now Benjamin looking to get started the other way, looks to get the flick going, nearly had that breezy-esque flick. Not going to find the back of the net, though, and Owen looks to get something started of his own. Not going to find the flip reset. Looking for the double tap. Benjamin finding the touch there. That's to the far post, but Vandy going to own goal it off of the post. That is so unfortunate there for him. Man, oh man, Faceless Turtles needs to give a little bit of a thanks to Vandy for that one.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that I didn't get to put in my point. I was just about to compliment the defense of these games and how much we had seen a turnaround on the teams on the final third, and then, well, that happened. So, not exactly the defensive striking that I was hoping for there, but we still got some good stands from both teams, and oh my word, the offense expertise is incredible as another ridiculous flick from the corner comes out of Faceless Turtles.
Holy moly, Faceless Turtles, I don't know what is sort of encouraging him to shoot it from these angles, from these distances, but it is working. That is an incredible shot to find, and man, the Blizzard are responding perfectly to that last game. They are starting to take control of a game, and good job, Owen. Not quite enough boost to finish off that attack. Benjamin looking to get this one past the defender, unable to do so. Vandy keeping this one alive. No one in front of the net there. Vandy just has to put it on target. He does just that and cuts the lead in half here for the Hawks. Man, oh man, this is a competitive one.
It's really going back and forth, but again, it's unfortunate that I'm just starting to talk about the defense as it seems to be breaking down. A missed touch in the corner out of Owen, and when you have your teammate going for a demo that aggressively, you have to make that touch. There are no two ways about it. Speaking of having to make that touch, a good fake out of midfield from Vandy, and it's another great chance now for the Blizzard here, but they just give up a bit too easily. We're starting to see some hesitancy out of both teams. They're trying to make sure they do not make glaring mistakes, and in doing so, they're giving up a lot of pressure, and I can appreciate both halves of the coin, but at the same time, eventually, the Jets need to turn on here. The Hawks don't have that much time. At just about 100 seconds, they really need to get going here and get aggressive enough that they can try and score some goals. They're overdeveloping their plays just a tad, and when they do so, they're overthinking and giving more space for the Blizzard to try and counterattack.
Yeah, and they're just putting balls that are easy to clear out here for the Blizzard. The Blizzard are just seemingly having to sit back a little bit as nothing is getting in close like they were before. They're not making the sort of Blizzard second guess anything. It's just hit ball to other side and try to get a goal. It's working for the Blizzard as they're going to put in another one, extending the lead by 3. The Hawks have to change something. They have to change it quick. We were saying this about the Blizzard in the last one, but the shoe is on the other foot now. The Hawks have to make some sort of statement here. They've got 1 minute, 11 seconds left to do it.
Yeah, they really have to, and I think a big part about that is the variation in pace. We were saying this last game, the Blizzard were all go, go, go the entire time. If they had the ability to rush a ball, they were going to do so, and the Hawks were starting to recognize that predictability. Now we get into game number 5, and all of a sudden it's the Blizzard who are varying their pace on repeat here, and it's keeping the Hawks on their heels. They don't exactly know when they're going to challenge. They don't know when they're not going to challenge, and as a result, the Blizzard have full control over the pace of play. We need to see some sort of breakdown out of the Blizzard right now if the Hawks want a shot, and the first way to do so is keep them uncomfortable, keep the challenges like this coming, and score when you get the chance. No, it is off the bar, and Benjamin's shot to the backboard. It is not going to be there either. A huge opportunity, but the Hawks will squander it, and that might just be the nail in the coffin, Mo.
Yeah, that seems like that was sort of their last gasp. The Hawks had to score that. I really can't believe that they didn't, as we see yet another one almost go in there, but this time for the Blizzard. The Blizzard's still on attack. Good job, Owen. not going to find that one either. And the clock is ticking down. 5-4. This game is all but over here for the Hawks. The series gonna go to the Blizzard, but man, the Hawks certainly put up a fight, and Benjamin certainly putting in a good goal for the road, as that one gonna look nice and clean on the goal replay. Blizzard gonna take this one, and man, that was a great series here for our first one, I'd say.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal series. The unfortunate truth about it was, though, is that it really did start to get tense a little bit too late. The Hawks showing a great second half of that game, but not quite able to bring it all the way back. I would have loved Game 5 overtime, but to go to Game 5 with a 2-2 scoreline, you couldn't really ask for much more. A phenomenal start to our back half of the night, Mo, and we're not even close to done, my friend. We still have got some more Rocket League action here on Minor League Esports. It's going to be a great night full of action, and the Blizzard and the Hawks going against each other is just the start.
Yeah, this is just the start of the night. We're halfway through. We've got still more yet to come, and we are going to be taking one more leap in skill level as we see the highest skill rankings that we've got coming up in the Premier League. We're going to be right back with it after a short break. Stay with us. We'll see you on the other side.